He could have bombed the ball to the top of the square and hoped that Santana marks the ball or Feb. But that little kick there enabled a 2-on-1 contest. You see Murphy just draw the player, got the right handball out, and then a Carlton player is in a more advantageous position to make the distance and kick the goal.
At the 10-minute mark of the final quarter, it's the free kick off the square, another Carlton free.
Incredible. 46 possessions to 20, and they're just giving them away.
And Judd is on fire in this quarter. Murphy to Russell. Russell takes off from 55, a long kick, O'Helpin. Ball beats them all. And they just can't get hold of the ball, Fremantle. They can't possess it enough to have any sort of control at the moment.
Seems to be working a little bit better, BT, with Santana being deep and Favola 15, 20 metres in front of him.
Can't afford to concede here, Fremantle. Sandilands to Hazelby was really good. Subin, Shammer. Ran into trouble though.
No one's running from behind Jacko in the purple jumpers.
Oh, great punch there.
They can't get forward to the centre at the minute, Fremantle. Their structures have been broken down, and it's because of Carlton's work rate.
That instance there, Kepler Bradley, you can't mark that ball on your chest when you've got a defender wearing you. You must extend the arms, Jared. It's a very basic thing.
It is.
And it annoys me that
Headland's been pushed onto the ball. I know it gets up to your goat, BT, but Headland actually probably hasn't got the running power, but he's got the talent if he can get the footy.
This guy here is absolutely on fire in this quarter. There's Grigg. Kick in towards Favola, outdone by a couple.
9 tackles to 2 in Carlton's favour, and there is the picture there. They're intent on the ball, contested possessions.
Now look, this is the spot where I'm saying Fremantle are being forced by Carlton to kick it to a contest.
Well, they're stagnant. There's no movement. There's no forward movement. Look, 1 on a 2 here.
Another contest there. Simpson to Thornton. A high kick. Here comes Eddie Betts. Can he spoil? No. And Broughton goes nice.
Okay, he's got it out, but where's the support run?
Shammer will get a free, and the advantage will be paid here to Grover. Kick had too much height on it. Gave Joseph too much time to defend against Hinkley.
Had to take the ball then, Hinkley. He waited for the mark.
But the ball should be presented in front of him. Joseph Shammer did well.
17-13. They've really dominated the last half at the moment, Carlton. They just couldn't buy a goal in the second quarter, but now they've continued to pepper the goals, this time with success.
Man capturing the moment there with his camera, and the moment is that Carlton led it by 9. A lot to do with this man here, and the Gibbs, the man that let it go then. And the Blues load up again, an opportunity for Johnson on that favoured left side. And a minor score, so a 10-point lead now to Carlton.
Kicking efficiency, a major problem now for Fremantle. It started off so well, but at the moment they've had 13 kicks and they're operating at 38%. So essentially 1 in 3.5 kicks is going back to the opposition. In fact, it's the other way around. 2 out of 3 kicks are going back to the opposition.
Well, the zone you mentioned in the third quarter is certainly working for Carlton in the start here, because it's just played all on Carlton's merits in their 450.
Austin, Murphy, just everywhere at the moment, Carlton players. Simpson.
Well, I should have got that back. Austin's handball. He keeps, unfortunately, kicking it, handballing it to people under pressure. He's done it again. This time they've lost the footy.
Important opportunity for Fremantle now, because they get a chance to get the ball forward here. But they've got to make the correct decision. Kicking efficiency is down. They've got to hit targets and be patient going into their forward 50. Don't bomb it in there.
They're a goal away from just blowing this game wide open again, Fremantle, and they've got to remember that. Okay, they've lost the last 20 or 30 minutes of footy, but they're a goal from turning the game on its head again.
Run, they need run. Mundy's a chance here. He's got to get it to him. He's got to look up.
Yeah, you're right.
Missed it.
He did. Broughton to Tarrant. Tarrant a long ball. Here comes Ballantyne. Couldn't mark on the chest. Another example of perhaps trying to mark out in front. Headland in there trying his best. Out the back door, Peake will have a ball up at Fremantle's end. It's the non-scoring end. Once again.
Best in the end. You're right, BT. You're critical about the chest mark. Houlihan just did enough to get a touch on it, which spilt the ball. from what should have been an easy mark for him.
You've got to feel and know when there's a defender on you and when you can successfully take a chest mark.
I'm not sure why chest marks are in at all. I mean, they've changed the rules to help you take the ball out in front.
Yep, they have, the arms.
You get the arms, you get a free kick anyway.
All right, well, here we go. We're within 60 metres of the Dockers' goal here. Sandilands, head down, trying to bore his way out there.
Easy, no freeze. No freeze here.
Greek.
Don't give away freeze. Short, let it go. Throwing it up.
A lot of yellow jumpers around this. Dodd. Helpman did well to just gain some metres for the Blues, but it's all the Dockers on the end of this Monday. They need to think their way through here. Here's Ibbotson. Nice ball, Hazelby. Sets up some run. Took them on, got it off, so they're away here. The Fremantle Dockers, good ball, Ballantyne. 50 metres out directly in front. Kick, 2 up, he's Headland. Over the back, here comes McFarlane. Can slide the handball into Hinkley. He went himself and missed. He's missed.
Had to have better awareness laterally there. Hinkley was on the inside. He elected to take the responsibility and kick the goal. Low percentage hard up against the boundary line. It was up and under kick, but you won't see on the screen here. But now you'll see Hinkley there.
And his kick was around the corner.
Yes, around the corner. Low percentage.
You're right, Glenn. Hinkley was the option there to use with the handball inside. There goes Hill.
Kepler had to read that better. You could see that Hill had a run on it. He spoiled his own teammate.
Chris Judd just having a rest. Colby just probably 2 or 3 minutes, then back on.
Him and Murphy exactly the same. It'll be 2 minutes, 9 or so minutes left, so they'll have their last spell for the game.
They've been off for a couple of minutes and Freo starting to attack. Won't keep them on there long.
There's De Boer. Ballantyne coming in for assistance Monday.
He needs a big quarter Monday. He's floated in and out through the game.
There's the standard bandage these days for a blood nose. Armfield today. Cruiser. De Boer getting on the end of it. Carrazzo slick hands. The Blues do well to work it out of there. Joseph. Gibbs has been electrifying in this last quarter. Favola outnumbered and outmanoeuvred. And Tarrant.
Colby, is the big man Sandlands injured?
I think he is. He struggled since half-time. He was getting plenty of work done on his groins, his hamstrings, and he hasn't been back for at least 4 or 5 minutes now.
Headland's taken the ball out of bounds.
It was out of bounds.
That was out of bounds, umpire.
He slipped and then unlucky. Good pick, BT.
That was definitely out.
Let's have a look at this.
He played on and then he slipped. The ball goes over the line.
Yep, there it is.
Unlucky.
And he's back on, is the Giant.
And a blood rule here as well. Armfield, now that's the wrong rule. I don't know whether we can get a close-up of Armfield there, but the rule is that if it's flowing blood, you must come from the ground. If it's just blood that's there as a result of a previous injury, then you do not have to come from the ground.
Looks like it's flowing though, isn't it?
Does it?
Yeah, he was spitting it out of it. Well, it was coming out of his nose, leaking, yes.
Sandilands.
Oh, great hands.
Great hands.
Murphy, the boys speak of. Houlihan with a real mungle. Favola's got the break on Tarrant by about a metre. Broughton will get a tackle for you're free for too high.
Couldn't doubt the tackle pressure. Just got to get the technique a bit better from the Fev. He's all duck or no dinner at the present time, unfortunately.
Now, if they get a goal shortly, Fremantle, Gerard, then the clock isn't going to worry them. But if they don't score in the next couple of minutes, then it's going to start to work on the scoreboard against them in terms of time.
Pushing Sandlands forward. Cruiser's going with him.
Gee, Subban's struggling to run out there as well.
Well, he should have been the option. I mean, Mundy's on the inside of that and didn't want to work for his teammate. He just allowed Subban to go to that contest. In the end, Carlton get it over the line. The work rate of some of the Fremantle Dockers players needs to lift, and it needs to lift now.
Runner going out to Fev or to Tarrant. Not sure which is which. Both wearing the same colour. To Fev it is.
Subban. High on the head of Bradley. Get the hands up above your head.
Good punch. Great punch.
Oz. The Blues control the ball. They're 9 points up in front of the 34,000 720 people here today with 7.5 minutes remaining. They have only led